It intends to tackle a riddle that keeps on confusing blockchain specialists. However, what is Elrond? We should investigate and see what we can figure it out. And furthermore, look at a portion of the Elrond cost expectations that were being made starting around the 13th of October 2022. Elrond made sense of. There are, eventually, 3 things that any sensible financial backer could need from their blockchain. The first is that it ought to, eventually, be decentralized, with regards to the ethos of blockchain innovation. The second is that it ought to be versatile, truly intending that, as it gets greater and more occupied, the framework doesn't dial back, so individuals utilizing it try not to sit around idly and, maybe more critically, cash. The third is that it ought to be secure, meaning clients won't need to stress over their assets or activities being hacked or taken. Sadly, it is difficult to have each of the 3 without a moment's delay. A framework that is decentralized and versatile may, eventually, not be excessively secure. One that is versatile and Git will likely be dependent upon a focal power. In the interim, one that is secure and decentralized will, very likely, be quite difficult to make work to scale. This is an issue so eminent that Vitalik Buterin, the man behind the Ethereum blockchain, gave it a name. The blockchain trilemma. Has this name stuck? Yet the issue has, generally, stayed in engineers' minds as they try to make the non-romantic ideal of blockchain innovation. Presently, considering this is a basically known issue, to some extent in the realm of crypto, it is maybe not a huge shock to grasp that. Besides the fact that engineers need to break the riddle, there are frameworks, organizations, and blockchains that case to have tackled the issue unequivocally. One of these frameworks is Elrond. This specific blockchain, established by Romanian siblings Benjamin and Lucian Mincu, means to be quicker and safer than its opponents while keeping an emphatically decentralized structure. It utilizes something many refer to as get confirmation of stake fundamentally. Individuals who clutch the framework's local token can add blocks to the blockchain, and permits individuals to construct their own applications and make their own tokens. It likewise permits the utilization of brilliant agreements, PC programs which naturally execute once specific circumstances are met. Each blockchain needs to have its own local cryptographic money, and Elrond has the advantageously named Elrond, previously known as Egld, which takes the ticker handle EGLD. This coin is utilized to procure awards for adding blocks to the blockchain, and it can likewise be purchased, sold, and exchanged on trades. One thing to specify about Elrond is that it was set up as a true evidence of stake blockchain before Ethereum did its change to POS in September 2022. As we look forward, it will be fascinating to see what, regardless, Elrond does to try not to be disregarded for Ethereum, if that, without a doubt, occurs by any stretch of the imagination. Elrond's cost remained practically level during the final part of 2020. In December 2020, its cost at long last built up forward movement, flooding from $9.29 on the 1st of December to $24.27 on the 15th of December, an increase of around 162% in about 14 days. It finished the year at $24.64. The beginning of 2022 was a great time for crypto, as the market blast, and Elrond participated, with the coin's cost shooting from $26.07 on the 1st of January to $196.02 on the 9th of February, a 650% increment. Notwithstanding, the assembly was fleeting, and the bears at last recaptured control. Elrond's cost fell 44% to $109.75 on the 23rd of February before recuperated to $239.24 by the 11th of April. From that point forward, however, a slump turned into a breakdown and it tumbled to $59.45 on the 22nd of June. In the fall of 2021, Elrond got a lift on a developing business sector, with the crypto arriving at an untouched high $542.58 on the 23rd of November. From that point forward, however, things tumbled down and Elrond shut the year at $283.63. Up to this point, 2022 has been a terrible year for crypto all in all, and Elrond has not gotten away from the most exceedingly terrible of the disturbance. The coin's cost experienced pinnacles and bucks all through the initial not many months of the year, with a high of $213.13 on 28 Waka positive. From that point onward, notwithstanding, the crypto's worth sunk underneath $200 toward the beginning of April, and more regrettable was to come the next month, as the depegging of the US stablecoin and the breakdown of the related Luna digital money saw EGLD fall beneath $100 without precedent for almost a year on the 11th of May en route to a low of $72.46 the next day. More regrettable was to come the next month as the news that the Celsius crypto loaning stage had dropped withdrawals affirmed the bear market and sent Elrond turning to a low of $38.39 on the 13th of June. From that point forward, There have been vacillations, yet Egld has scarcely recuperated and was exchanging at around $53.96 on the 13th of October 2022. Around then, there were 23,549,000 Egld available for use out of a greatest inventory of 31,415,926, as per CoinMarketCap. This gave the coin a market cap of around $1.2 billion, making it the 40th biggest crypto by that measurement. Elrond cost expectations. Presently, we should investigate a portion of the Elrond cost expectations that were being made starting around the 13th of October 2022. It is critical to recollect that cost expectations, particularly for something as possibly unstable as digital currency, regularly end up being incorrectly. Likewise, important long-haul crypto value expectations are in many cases made utilizing a calculation, and that implies that they can change immediately. In the first place, had a present moment Elrond cost expectation for 2022 that proposed the coin could keep on rising, coming to $54.62 on the 18th of October prior to proceeding to reach $56.73 by the 12th of November. It may not really shock to discover that the site's specialized examination for Elgd was negative, with 25 pointers conveying negative signs against only 6 that were bullish. Then, made an Elrond coin cost forecast that said the crypto could arrive at a normal of $55.33 this prior year, hitting $88.35 1 year from now and getting through the $100 boundary to exchange at $114.75 the year after that. By 2025, the site said, the coin could exchange at $140.33, while the site made an Elrond cost expectation for 2030 of $298.16 prior to recommending it could exchange at $370.56 in 2031. In the meantime, had an Egld cost forecast that said the coin could slip to $39.91 before the year's over, with it recuperating to $64.36 by October 2023. The site then, at that point, proceeded to make an Elrond cost expectation for 2025 that saw it exchange at $111.69 prior to dropping to $98.47 in October 2027. From that point onward, there could well be a revisitation of structure, as the site proposed Elrond could be valued at $279.23 in 2030 and made an Elrond cost expectation for 2040 of $558.46. At last, made an Elrond crypto cost expectation that said the coin was in for an extreme a year, contending that it could tumble to $15.41 by October 2023. While considering an Egld token cost forecast, it's vital to remember that digital currency markets remain very unpredictable, making it challenging to precisely foresee what a coin or token's cost will be in a couple of hours, and, surprisingly, harder to give long-haul gauges. Accordingly, investigators and calculation-based forecasters can and do misunderstand their expectation. Assuming you are thinking about putting resources into cryptographic money tokens, we suggest that you generally